Buhari should not miss this last opportunity of entering the good books of Igbos. Still on Nnamdi Kanu matter, they said, don't miss last opportunity of winning Igbo affection, Buhari advised. The All Progressive Grand Alliance APG House of Representatives candidate for Arochukwu Ohafia Federal Constituency in 2023 election, Dr. Okuji Obinna Ore, has pleaded with President Muhammadu Buhari to hit the growing appeal to release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in compliance with the appeal court judgment that discharged him of all counts of terrorism charges preferred against him by the federal government. Ore said that releasing Kanu would greatly help to restore peace in the southeast and make President Buhari a hero of the Igbo race. According to him, releasing Kanu in line with the Court of Appeal judgment is the surest way to guarantee massive participation of the zone in the forthcoming elections. He said that since a court of competent jurisdiction has declared Kanu innocent and the United Nations, Dagareb hopeful said he was in the race because of the new hope and confidence in the Electoral Act, which is one of the legacies for which posterity will appreciate Buhari's administration. Directed his immediate release, the president should no longer hesitate to release him. The Abga candidate further noted that political solution remain the best way to resolve the issues concerning Kanu and appeal to President Muhammadu Buhari not to lose his opportunity he has to endear himself to the Igbo race. Dr. Ore, who lauded some of the giant strides of Buhari's administration, particularly in the sector of infrastructure, urged the president to show respect to the rule of law. Through your economic policies and astute management, our country has exited 2 recessions, despite prevailing headwinds with assurances of unleashing economic growth policies that will re-establish Nigeria as an economic powerhouse, Ore said. He appealed to the Southeast youth to remain calm and not to resort to any action capable of increasing tension in the zone, expressing hope that Kanu would soon be freed. The U.S. is demanding release of her citizens. Our government is justifying jailing of her citizens. This according to Sani, the former senator that represented the good people of Kaduna Central Senatorial Zone. Senator Shehu Sani has taken out his time to drag the federal government for justifying the jailing of Nigerian citizens, Don Shila, in the United Arab Emirates. According to a tweet he made on his verified Twitter handle, Senator Shehu Sani made it known that while the United States is busy defending and demanding for the immediate and unconditional release of one of our citizens, Brittany Griner, jailed in Russia for committing a grave offense of narcotics, our own government in Nigeria is bending towards justifying the jailing of our own citizen in the United Arab Emirates. It was reported a few days ago that a Nigerian lady, Don Shila, who shot and shared videos of the United Arab Emirates immigration officers mistreating Nigerians at the Dubai airport, was sentenced to 1 year in jail. Going with this recent development, it seemed like the Nigerian government is not ready and willing to do anything to free this Nigerian lady. Now, on 2023 election, Nigeria will break up if APC wins, says Obaseki. The governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, on Monday warned that Nigeria will break up if the All Progressive Congress, APC, and its presidential candidate, Bola Tinubu, win in the 2023 general elections. Obaseki spoke at the inauguration of the Edo State People's Democratic Party's campaign council in the state. The governor said no right-thinking person will vote APC and Tinubu in the next February's presidential election. He said, this will be an easy election for us if we campaign right, because honestly, our heads should be examined and citizens of Nigeria if we contemplate voting a government like APC. Now let's read his word. He said, in fact, like I said, God forbid APC comes into power. This country will break up. This country will fail. But it has already failed because nobody has done the kind of damage the APC has done on this country. I don't know how we will recover. My heart is beating. By the time President Atiku comes into power, we will not be able to sleep, but to work day and night. As I speak to you today, the debt of this country is going to 60 trillion. When are we going to get out of it? Every day, every month, they are printing money. He also took a swipe at Labour Party and its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, saying the supporters of the former Anambra State governor, popularly known as Obedience, will soon run out of steam. Obaseki went further to express confidence in the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, whom he said has what it takes to get Nigeria back on the path of good governance. In 2020, Tinubu and Edo strongman Adams Oshomole campaigned for APC Osage Izeyamu against PDP's Obaseki in Edo State governorship election, with Obaseki triumphantly winning. He won triumphantly. Obaseki was in APC but defected to the PDP towards the September 2020 governorship election after he failed to get the party's ticket at the APC primary that produced Izeyamu. Concerning Buhari getting into the good books of Ndi Igbo, yes, I think Buhari and Ndi Igbo had not had a rosy relationship. Okay, it could be said that Igbos did not vote him. He was never their candidate. They voted PDP all the while. He was always in a party, a wrong party that majority of Igbos are not interested in. And somehow, and Buhari came into office instead of trying to reconcile with Ndi Igbo. He said these people gave him 95, these people gave him 5 or 3. He will please the people who gave him 95 and he doesn't care about the people who gave him 3. And even in his appointments and other things, he marginalized Ndi Igbo. Buhari government from start marginalized Ndi Igbo. And it came to a point during the railway thing, using Amoeshi, who is supposed to be an Igbo, who claims he's not Igbo. Igbos were marginalized in that there was no rail line going into Igbo land. And we were told we didn't vote for Buhari, blah, 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 and so. So, here, according to this House of Reps hopeful, he said, here is an opportunity for Buhari to make amends, to enter the good books of Ndi Igbo, to do something that Igbos were like, oh, in the future, because Buhari has few time in office, do something that he will be praised for. Oh, he did this, oh, he will be praised for. Since Igbos are like, this guy hated us, we don't find anything pleasing with him. So, if he releases Nnamdi Kanu, he might get into the good books of Ndi Igbo. This is what this senator is, this House of Reps hopeful is trying to say. Okay, concerning this story, you know about the lady, the tall, huge lady in Russia who's been tried for, I think, narcotics, and you saw how US is following up with the case, despite that it is almost, it's almost true that she got involved in, you are not supposed to take drugs for sports to enhance your performance. You are not supposed to. Certain drugs. But the US government has been trying to defend her. But here is a case of a Nigerian lady. Her offense was that she filmed officials of Dubai, United Arab Emirates, mistreating, her intention was to expose the evil done by these people in their country. And she's going to spend 1 year in jail. And the Nigerian government is like, I don't care. And if she has succeeded with that record, she will expose the ill treatment given to Nigerians. And could you imagine? I thought, when I first heard about that story, I thought maybe she did something very wrong. She carried drugs. But can you imagine the kind of country we find ourselves? Nigeria is supposed to defend her, having had, this is why she's been tried and punished. Yes, even if it's against their law, it doesn't matter. But she was trying to expose something that is going wrong, that they don't want the camera to capture. Of course, everybody understands why Obaseki is taking this stand. We already understand. First of all, his loyalty is to PDP, his party, the party that produced him as second-term governor of Edo State. And he had problems. He was with APC party, and somehow there was problem which was influenced by Tinubu and Oshomole. And somehow he couldn't get a return ticket because he has problem. He has cause to settle with Oshomole. And with Tinubu support, they worked against him and he lost out. And Izeyamu, which later became his major contender in the election, became the APC candidate. And this guy quickly switched to PDP. And he got the ticket. And he still won the election. And if it were you, you would give it to PDP. So we understand why he's taking such stand. Yes, he's standing for PDP, the party that helped him. He came first as a governor, APC governor. And just like what happened in Lagos to Ambode, he couldn't return. But him, he switched to PDP and he still won. And the people gave it to him. So he has to take that stand. Say he has to nullify, he has to make void, or he has to make other parties look as if they are stupid. He has to campaign for the party that brought him. We understand why this should be. Meanwhile, add your comment. This is where we draw the curtain on this one.